Okay, the next thing that we will be discussing is revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. When the partners changes their profit sharing ratio or their relationship, then the assets are also revalued and liabilities are reassessed. So we will be doing assessment of the assets and liabilities. So when the assets are revalued more than the book value, if the assets are valued more than the book value, then what we will do, then we will pass an adjustment entry, and the assets account will be debited by whatever amount. Suppose the value of the asset is, book value of the asset is, suppose say 50,000, and it has been valued at suppose 60,000. So the change in value is the increased value is your 10,000 rupees. So what we will pass entry, that name of that particular asset will be debited to revaluation account. So we will be passing that extra amount only. Remember that, only extra amount. Okay, so that will be transferred to revaluation account. Any profit or loss arising due to change in profit sharing ratio will be transferred to revaluation account. That we have seen already in the while solving with while going with that WCR, IFR, like that, na? Okay, so next will be when assets are revalued at the less than the book value. If the book value is 50,000 and the market value is, suppose, let's say it is 40,000, or depreciation is charged, that means that will reduce the value of the assets. So in that case it is loss, so loss will be transferred to the debit side of revaluation account. So revaluation account will be debited by that amount, whatever is the changed value. Okay, whatever is the change in value, and to assets account. So assets account will be credited by that amount only. Okay, so now we will be moving to the another part, that is when liabilities are reassessed at the lower than the book value. This simply means we have to pay less than what it is in our balance sheet. So that will be a profitable situation for us. In that case we will be passing an adjustment entry, liabilities account debit. That means debiting liability means we are reducing our liabilities. If we are reducing our liabilities, this means it is profit for us, so it will be credited to the revaluation account. Remember, all the profits are to be credited to revaluation account, and all the losses or expenses are to be debited to the revaluation account. So liabilities account debit to revaluation account, that changed value, that the difference between the changed value and the original value, that difference will be written over there. Okay, the fourth entry will be when liabilities are reassessed more than the book value. There are many cases when some of the liabilities which are not accounted for, that comes to your mind. In that case we have to pay more than what it is written in our balance sheet. So what we will do then, so we will pass an additional entry, and for that we will be debiting revaluation account and crediting liabilities account. Crediting liabilities account means we are increasing liabilities, so the liabilities account will increase and revaluation account will be debited by the amount. Okay, when doing all these things, we may come across such items or assets which may not have been recorded, or which have been missed to be recorded. In that case what we will do, we will pass a revaluation entry for that. And in that case we will be doing unrecorded asset, that name of the assets account debit to revaluation account, because the assets will be increasing, so the profit of the firm will increase. It is asset. And when unrecorded liabilities comes to our mind, if it is there which has not been recorded yet, so we will be doing revaluation account debit to liabilities account by the amount. Okay, when the revaluation, okay, now what will we do, now the another entry is this one, for revaluation expense. This is the another entry for revaluation expense. For doing all these revaluation things, we may have to give some amount to the partners, or some commission to the person who is revaluing and reassessing assets for us. In that case, that is expense for a firm, and any expense that can be considered as a loss. So what we will do, we will do revaluation account debit to bank account. If it is paid by the firm, then we will write bank account. If it is paid by the partner on behalf of the firm, then it will be revaluation account debit to partners capital account. Whatever the situation will be, we will pass the entry like this. Okay, So now moving to the next entry, that will be your, we have to find out that whether we have incurred profit or loss while revaluing the assets and liabilities. Remember, these are not only this thing, even we transfer work while calculating that revaluation, remember, these are not only the entries relating to the revaluation account. You may have noticed that while doing with WCR, that is workman compensation reserve, and investment fluctuation reserve, there are the situations where revaluation account comes into existence. So after transferring everything to the revaluation account, we have to find out that whether we have gained or lost in revaluation account. So in that case, what we will do, we will total all the revaluation account. Whenever the realization account has been credited, that all will be summed together, and whenever the realization account is debited, that will be summed together. Now in this case, we have to compare the debit realization account and credit realization, the amount available in debit and credit side of the realization account. If the credit side is more than the debit side, that simply means that the firm is having profit on revaluation. So in that case, profit will be distributed among the partners in their partners capital account or current account. By passing this entry, we can write revaluation account debit to partners capital account or to partners current account. Okay, and if the vice versa is the situation, then what we will do, then we will be doing partners capital account debit to partners capital account or current account debit to revaluation account. If the debit side is more than credit side, that means we are incurring losses. Okay, so we have to be very careful doing all these things. But the point is, in many cases, when assets or the revalued values are not to be recorded, that means the assets and liabilities are to be shown on the same old book value. In that case, we have to pass an adjustment entry, and that adjustment entry will be gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. Then in that case, we have to find out the net value. Net value simply means we have to calculate the net increase or decrease in the revalued assets and liabilities, and then according to that, it will be transferred to gaining to sacrificing partner. That we will learn in one of the questions that we are going to discuss now. Okay, so this will be like this. Okay, so now this will be the situation. Now we will be learning how to prepare a revaluation account. Okay, so in order to prepare revaluation account, we have to go to this thing, and this is your format of revaluation account. This is the format of revaluation account. There will be two sides. Left hand side will be known as your debit side, and right hand side will be known as your credit side. It is the first column is particular, the second column is amount in rupees, and third column is your particular, then again amount in rupees. So if any assets increases, that will be shown on the credit side. Of revaluation account. Any profit, any type of profit, if suppose, so it will be given here. If reduction in liability also gives us profit, so it will be shown on the credit side of that revaluation account. In case of any loss, that is fall in the value of assets or depreciation charge or increase in provision for doubtful debt, that all will reduce your assets. So it will be debited to profit and loss account in revaluation account. All the liabilities will be, increase in liability will be recorded on the debit side of revaluation account. Okay, for expense is considered as our losses. So losses will also be debited to the partners capital to the revaluation account. So after transferring all these, we have to find out the balancing figure. So if the balancing figure comes on this side, this means it is a profit. If balancing figure comes to this side, it will be known as your loss. If the balancing figure is this side, this means profit. If balancing figure comes to this side, it is known as your loss. It is known as your loss. Whether the firm is earning profit or loss doesn't make a sense. It is to be transferred to the partner's capital account in their old profit sharing ratio if the question is silent. Even if it is not silent, it is to be transferred. But revaluation account will be prepared only in case if it has been asked. It has been asked to us. When a revaluation account is to be prepared, then remember that all the revalued assets and assets are to be reassessed liabilities are to be recorded in the balance sheet. Okay, so now we will be moving to one of the questions, and then we will be finding out how to prepare revaluation account and how to pass necessary journal entry. Okay, so this is your question. Go through the question, pause the video and go through the question, and it has been given, all the detail is given there, and it has been said that they are sharing ABC are the partners, and they are sharing profits in the ratio 3:2:1, and they all decided from 1st April 2015 that they will be sharing profits equally, and for this purpose it was agreed that goodwill is to be valued at 1,50,000, land will be revalued at 80,000 rupees, and buildings to be depreciated by 6%, creditors and like that. So now here in this question we will be concentrating only on this part, to how to prepare revaluation account. Okay, so we have to find out that whether assets have been reassessed or not. Yes, it has been reassessed. Land has been revalued at 80,000. That means earlier it was 50,000, now it is of 80,000. What it simply means that the value has been increased by 30,000 rupees. Okay, so next is, that means this is our profit. Okay, now building to be depreciated. Building means fall in the value of building. So the 6% of 50,000 will be 3,000 rupees. So 3,000, that means now the building value is 47,000. So whether it is giving us profit or loss? Loss only of 3,000 rupees. And the next one, they are saying that creditors of 6,000 are not likely to be claimed. That is, out of that 50,000 creditor, we need not to pay that 6,000 rupees. Is it the profit or loss for us? Obviously, if we don't have to pay that creditors, that means we are earning profits. So 6,000 is profit for us. So let's go to the solution part and check whether how to solve this question, or if I have to solve here, so how I will solve this question. Revaluation account, I will be showing you the full answer, but wait for this portion because I am writing here only. So land has been revalued at 80,000. So by 30,000, because due to the space I am writing like this, and by liabilities account 6,000, because we don't have to pay that. And then building has been revalued at 6%, that means 3,000 is loss. So to building account 3,000 rupees. Now the balancing figure comes to what side? This side. So this to partners capital account, partners capital account. So what will be the value? 36,000, it will come this side, and same 36,000 will be coming to this side also, and the remaining 33,000 will be given to this side, and this 33,000 will be divided among the partner A, B and C in their profit sharing ratio. So let's go to the solution part and see whether we are doing it correct or not. Okay, so in this question, like I explained to you using my free hand, like land has been revalued at 30,000 above the book value, and creditors 6,000 below the book value. That means it will be giving us profit, and buildings have been revalued 3,000 less than the book value. So 33,000 is the revaluation profit. So now we will be passing A, B and C account. We have distributed among the partners A, B and C, and we have done like this. Okay, so this will be our profit and loss this will be our revaluation. Okay, now moving to the another part, that we have to prepare partners capital account. So partners capital account will be like this. I have prepared like this, and you all will be preparing like this only. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to transfer the opening value or the values of partners in their balance sheet. If the balances appears on the liabilities side, then it will be shown on the credit side. So by balance brought down, I have written down 1,50,000 and 25,000, whatever was given in that balance sheet. And the next is revaluation profit has been transferred to their credit side, 16,500, 11,000 and 5,500. And also one thing, that general reserve was given here. This is also to be distributed among the partner, that we are accumulating, we are summing up all the things that we have studied. So what we have studied, that general reserve is to be distributed among the partners, so we have distributed general reserve also in their profit sharing ratio. So it comes to the old profit sharing ratio. Okay, now I have also done the treatment of goodwill. So I have calculated the gaining and sacrificing ratio of A and B, A, B and C. So A is gaining 3 by 8, A is sacrificing 3 by 18, and C is gaining 3 by 18. So this need to be compensated. So C will compensate A by how much amount? So I have written like that, 3 upon 18 multiplied by 1,50,000, this value, and it comes to 25,000 rupees. So 5,000 will be given by C to A. So by C's capital account, I have written in A's capital account 25,000, that will be given to A by taking from C. So if I have to take the amount from C, so in the debit side I have written like to A's capital account 25,000. This denotes that from C's capital account it has been transferred to A's capital account, and this shows that in A's capital account it has been transferred from C's capital account. So this will be like that, and after that we will be finding out the balancing figure. So like that, we will be totaling the credit side and the debit side, and then we will balance the balancing figure. So 1 lakh plus 16,500 plus 15,000 plus 25,000, it comes to 1,56,500 on the credit side. On the debit side nothing is there, so I have written to balance carried down 1,56,500. You are good in balancing the figures. Okay, so next is like that we can do for B also, and like that we can go for C also. But in C, 25 plus 5,500 plus 5,000, that comes to 35,000, and on the debit side it is 25,000. So after deducting 25,000 from 35,500, it comes to 10,500. So these all values are to be recorded in the balance sheet. Okay, now we will be moving to that balance sheet part of the question. And the balance sheet I have written like that, reconstituted means the values are after the new profit sharing ratio or the new relation. So that is why it is reconstituted. Okay, so land has been recorded at 80,000 rupees. So I have recorded land at the new new value, that is your 80,000 rupees. Then building at 47,000 rupees, that means 50,000 minus 3,000, that depreciation has been charged. These are the new values. Okay, then plant, because nothing was there, so 1 lakh rupees. Stock 40,000 rupees. Then debtors, nothing was there, 30,000 rupees. Bank 5,000, because no entry has been passed through all these accounts. But creditors, that 6,000 rupees we need not to pay, so we have adjusted for that. So 50,000 minus 4,000, that comes to 44,000. Then bills payable, nothing was there, like that. And this is your new values, this is your new capital after adjustment. So this will be known as your adjusted capital. So after going through all these things, we will be calculating and we will be getting our balance sheet total as 3,02,000. Okay, hope that you are getting all these things very clearly. In case of any doubt, you can contact me anytime. And in next video, we will be discussing few more questions where we will be adjusting capital, and we will be doing some journal entries questions also. Okay, so till then,